episode of Adventures in Entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Jared. This is Captain Clay. And today we're here to help you navigate the tricky waters of entrepreneurship. And today we are talking about the power of building a dream team.
Yes.
In fact, we're going to talk about the 3 steps in getting to that dream team. Clay, why don't you kind of fill everybody in on a dream team, not referring to the Olympic basketball team that Michael Jordan was on.
Well, I think a dream team, right now, I'm really blessed to have a good group of guys, but we have a guy right now working for us named Matt McKenna. And for some reason, he's analytical and he loves spreadsheets. He loves looking at numbers. And I did that for years, but it just took the energy right out of me, and I did it. I love getting in front of people. I like doing sales. I like doing marketing. I like selling products. I like teaching people how to sell products. But by bringing Matt onto the team, it's like a different member of the team. You know, Michael Jordan was awesome at a lot of things, but he always had a solid rebounder on the teams when he won the championships. He always had Horace Grant, or he had Rodman, somebody that could rebound the ball. It's not that he couldn't rebound, but if he did, I'm sure it would limit his scoring a little bit. So it's just having people on your team that you're kind of like staffing your weaknesses almost. So.
Yeah, John Maxwell actually talks about that a lot, and then playing to your strengths rather than trying to focus on and bring your weaknesses up, but to find those people that are good at where you're weak and put them into place.
Totally agree with that.
So that you can then thrive where you do and carry on.
Well, I totally agree with that. Now we're going to read a little excerpt here from the book. It's called The 1 Minute Millionaire. And the concept of this book is just taking a minute every day to refocus on your goals and making sure you're headed towards the millionaire goals you have. And it's written by a guy here named Mark Victor Hansen. He's the chicken soup for the soul guy. He teamed up with another author to do that. They sold like 125 million copies of that stuff, so it's pretty crazy. But anyway, he has 3 steps when he talks about the powerful leverage in a dream team. Step 1 is he says you have to work with a team that shares the same dream or objective. Here's the deal. A lot of business owners I meet with them. I met with a guy yesterday actually. He has a phenomenal business. And he just had to part ways with a member of his team. And it wasn't the guy's a bad guy. They just have a totally different life philosophy. One guy views the world this way, another guy views the world this way. And as the owner, you cannot change your dream to adhere to someone else's dream. You know what I mean? So if you've got your own business, you got to stick with that. DJ Connection is a funny business. We're all about being funny, but we're also about hitting a home run. And there's that delicate balance. And people that come on and for some reason don't see the lighter side of things or don't see humor, they don't work out too well. So it's just a matter of we got to find humorous people. And the people that are more serious, they can do other things. It's okay. We want to get them on their team. So the big thing is making sure you bring on people who share that dream with you. The second step is anyone who achieves greatness or great success, anyone must have a dream team. I know it seems obvious, but there's a lot of people that say, what's the point of hiring somebody if I have to do all the work myself anyway? What's the point of hiring them if I have to train them constantly? What's the point of hiring somebody if I have to constantly micromanage them? Well, the point is if they do anything beyond what you could do by yourself, you had a game. And if you can have 2 or 3 people, John Rockefeller said you'd rather make 1% of the earnings of anybody than to make 100% of his own. So it's just a matter of leveraging your time. And the final thing he says is always be on the lookout for the best people and then ask them to join your team. Attitude is critical. It can make or break your team's success. Avoid selfish, negative, or egotistical people. What I'm going to tell you this is that you're right now as a business owner or someone wanting to own a business, you're going to be constantly on the lookout for people. I mean, if you're at Golf USA, I found one of our top people at Golf USA. If you're at Fridays, I found one of our top DJs that lasted for years at Fridays. If you're I'm trying to think of other guys. If you're at Taco Bell driving through the drive-thru, maybe, I found one of our guys at Taco Bell. You're at a basketball game. I found one of ours at a dad-daughter dance. I found a basketball coach that ended up DJing for us for years. If you're at Panera Bread, I found a top guy there. But some people as business owners, we don't start recruiting our dream team until we get behind the desk. But it's really about recruiting when you're out beyond the desk. You're at church, you're at an event, you're out to eat. You're constantly looking for your dream team because you've got to build the dream team. And you're going to have to go through a lot of the wrong people to get the right people on the bus, ultimately. So just kind of in review here today, I want to encourage everybody watching this that it's very important that you understand that for you to get where you want to go, no matter what business you're in, you're going to have to leverage where you're at by adding key members. And so the 3 steps in review here is 1, you have to work with a team that shares your vision. Don't compromise your vision. Find people that buy into the vision. Second, anyone who achieves success must have a dream team. You got to quit losing faith in the idea of having a team. Every time it goes bad, you can't go, well, I'll just do it by myself. You got to have a team. You have to do that. And the final thing is that you've got to make sure that you have people with a great attitude, and you're always looking for these people. Look for people with a great attitude everywhere you're at, all the time. Don't just look for them when you need them. Be looking all the time. Always upgrade your team.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so make sure you're building your dream team. And one thing, Clay, that we've actually touched on, that has come up several times in Adventures in Entrepreneurship, is the finding people with a great attitude. Not necessarily somebody that just has a great skill set, but the attitude, I know in your mind, trumps skills.
Well, I'll tell you this, what's really crazy is, I've heard this countless books, the Ultimate Sales Machine. Chet Cadjo told me to my face, he's the president of Quick Trip gas stations. But you can train everything by attitude and expectations. And I'll tell you this, as an owner, you have to be really careful because people mirror your attitude. So just throwing it out for you. Let's say that I bring in a new guy to work for me today, and I am constantly stressed and angry. That person will become stressed and angry. If I'm constantly positive and joking around, everyone around me will feel liberated to joke around and be positive. So you have to find the people that already are kind of showing those characteristics, but you have to model the behavior that you want to see in your people. So critical that you do that. I just thought this Sunday I went to a church on the move, and Willie George is just a great example of, I'm sure he has stuff going on, good and bad all the time, he's a human too, he's got personal stuff, whatever, but he comes in and always exudes a positive attitude every Sunday, and I think that is contagious, and it spreads into the congregation. Just the level of appreciation and joy he spills into the audience is just truly overwhelming. It's awesome.
Absolutely. If you have any questions or comments, you can always post them on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. You can always email Clay directly at clay@makeyourlifeepic.com. And Clay, quick 10-second send-off here. What do you have for us?
I'll tell you what, a lot of times the message is, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. So to get the most out of these lessons, one thing you might want to do is just put a black sheet of paper over the screen so you have to look at my face and just listen to the audio and realize that I have a face made for radio.
We'll see you next time.